Meanwhile, young entrepreneurs in Central Asia will have a chance to finance their projects with the help of European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. The financial institution is launching its 7-year Youth in Business program in this region. This and other interesting news topics from Central Asia are in the review of political observer Ozhet Shigirbayev. Ozhet is now joining me in our studio. Good evening, Ozhet. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Ainur. I'm ready to share my top 4 news topics from Central Asia this week in a minute. First, let's start from a recent youth-oriented project of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. EBRD is addressing the issue of youth entrepreneurship and employment in Central Asia by launching a 7-year, $280 million USD Youth in Business program. It is designed to provide better access to finance and relevant training to young entrepreneurs in the region, where up to 1/3 of the population is aged between 18 and 34. This program will target micro, small and medium-sized enterprises led or owned by young individuals under the age of 35. It will consist of up to €200 million for on lending to up to 20 partner financial institutions in Central Asia and Mongolia. It's expected that the first loan agreements will include, firstly, a loan of up to $10 million USD to Uzbekistan's largest private bank, Hamkor Bank, a loan up to $8 million USD to Shinhan Bank, Kazakhstan, a loan up to $4 million USD to Mongolia's leading micro lender Transcapital, and a loan up to $2 million USD to Kazakhstan-based microfinancial organization. Turkmenistan and the European Union meanwhile discussed various economic spheres of bilateral partnership at the 22nd meeting of the Joint Committee. During the meeting, the two delegations discussed the macroeconomic situation of Turkmenistan and its aspiration for integration into the world economy, especially in the context of the country's aspiration for membership in the World Trade Organization. The parties discussed energy and environmental issues, gas export strategies, initiatives to reduce methane emissions, and the development of renewable energy sources, including hydrogen. Furthermore, they also exchanged views on cooperation in the fields of transport, education, youth policy, research and innovation. Overall, the development of cooperation between Turkmenistan and the EU covers various areas, including trade, energy and education, establishing solid foundations for mutually beneficial partnership. Now, a little bit more about inflation in neighboring Kyrgyzstan. Based on the result of 2023, inflation in the country will not exceed 10%. This forecast was announced by the Minister of Economy and Commerce of the Kyrgyz Republic, Mr. Daniyar Amangildiyev. He added that it was possible to contain hyperinflation thanks to the containment of prices for socially important goods by exempting them from value-added tax. Prime Minister of Kazakhstan, Mr. Alikhan Smayilov, took part in the regular meeting of the Council of Heads of Governments of the Commonwealth of Independent States, held in Moscow. In his speech, the head of government noted that Kazakhstan is interested in further joint work on the CIS platform to deepen integration ties and fill it with a new practical content. Thus, one of the key areas of joint work in the coming year will be cooperation to expand cultural and humanitarian ties, as well as cooperation in the spheres of healthcare, education and sports. Prime Minister noted that Kazakhstan welcomes the announcement of 2024 in the CIS as a year of volunteer movement. In conclusion, the Prime Minister noted that common approach of the CIS countries to develop cooperation in the field of culture are reflected in the draft statement on the prospects of cultural cooperation. That's all from my part, Ainur. Giving floor back to you.
Thank you. That was political observer Ozhet Shigirbayev with his weekly review on Central Asia.